Dr. Z, you making a house call?
Yeah, baby, I think so.
Yeah, baby. I got to tell you something. I was having a bad day. Not bad compared to everybody else's life. And I'm sitting there flipping through Instagram, and all of a sudden, I saw this story, and I thought, first of all, I've watched it 10 times, and I can't get through it without crying. So for anybody that doesn't know, great work done by CBS morning reporter Steve Hartman, who's been doing this for years and years, travels all around the country and brings unique stories. Here it is again. This is the Dr. Z story, and I just had to have you on. We need to hear from you. So here it is.
In one of Baltimore's poorest neighborhoods, we found one of its richest doctors. Rich, not in money. In fact, he's pretty much broke.
Righty.
But 66-year-old family doctor Michael Zollicoffer is flush with job satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Just love people. I love to see a rash. If you say you got a rash, I'm going to find you because I love a bump on your head. You see what I'm saying to you?
No, not really.
I love a bump.
Has anybody taken your temperature?
No. Let's listen to my sweetie.
That infectious spirit is part of what sets him apart. Another is his prices. Can't pay? That's okay.
You make everything sound so easy.
It is easy. Forget that dollar bill. Now, I'm going to see you no matter what. You walk in that door, you will be seen. You bring your grandma with you. I'm going to see her too. Okay.
But here's what amazed us even more.
Right.
In the nearly 40 years Dr. Z has been practicing,
That one's good.
he's never taken a real vacation.
I think you'll live.
Tells every patient they can call him 24/7, 365.
There you go.
I have his cell phone number.
Does everybody have his cell phone?
Yeah. He's always available.
This guy seems almost unbelievable.
He is unbelievable because you'll never meet another person like him ever.
So we stop the story right there, Dr. Z, because it takes a rather dark turn where Hartman then goes on to say that he seems indestructible, but he's not. You then get diagnosed with colon cancer, the same thing that took your father at the age of 45. And then through a bunch of problems with medical and, Medicaid or Part B and all this other stuff, the insurance wasn't covering it for you. So then the whole community hears about this, and they all kick in money. And then it turns into this big GoFundMe thing. You get even more money, which I know you're giving back to the community. So we want to check and see. That was I think about a year ago. So first of all, how's Dr. Z? How are you feeling now?
Well, we got the diagnosis in October 24th of the rectal cancer, but I'm doing well. We done radiation for 5 weeks. I've been off for 7 weeks before we started chemo. I just started that 2 weeks ago. I had my second round today. So I'm on chemo, but everything prognostically is better than it was. We did a PET scan, which is trying to see do you have any kind of cancer in any other spots, and that was clean. The tumors shrank down. The only associated glands that I had are gone.
Okay.
And we have no metastatic disease, so we're looking good. If you could get a good situation out of a bad situation, we got the good of it.
So the community depends upon you, and when they interviewed these people, they all have your phone number, and they call you anytime they need to talk to you.
24/7.
Huh.
24/7. I've been in Europe taking a trip. When he says haven't been on vacation, he's saying a real. I go places. I play golf with my boys. We go, but everywhere I got that phone. I've been on a gondola in Venice and take calls from the patients. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, right, I ain't laying around and didn't have a vacation where I just say, woo, 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 we just hang out. No, baby. I still be hitting with my people. Because I don't look at my patients. They're my people. They're people. They're human beings.
What did you learn from your dad?
What you just see me like. My dad was a child prodigy. He went to North Carolina A&T at 13 years of age and finished at 17. Still the youngest person to go there. But that's the only way black folk could go back then.
Yeah.
And then he basically wanted to be a doctor, but back at that, I don't know if you know anything about the Flexer report, back then you had almost 12 to 15 black medical schools. After the Flexer report, they were all gone.
Yeah.
In fact, today you barely have 4. So think about it. Back in those times, you had more. So things didn't always go in the positive. And so he set out for 10 years banging on the door of University of North Carolina before he was accepted. And what he gave me was not just wanting to be a doc. He wanted to be a man. He really knocked on the door because he knew he had the brains to be a doc.
Yeah.
But he wanted to cheer with the Tar Heels like everybody else. He didn't just want to be a fan. He wanted to be an alumnus.
Yeah.
He said he has the same right as everybody else to go to this institution. So he waited 10 years, bang, bang, bang. And then they finally let him in as the fourth African-American to go to the institution. I became the first, second generation to come back. So we built a legacy at a predominantly white institution, which is an incredible thing because I worked that legacy even to get in myself. So with that courage and that humbleness is what my dad showed me all his life. Though it was short, it was still long.
Yeah.
Because not many people going to college at 13. And so he had a long, and he just gave to people, and he never told me what was right and wrong. I just emulated what his walk was. He walked the right path of showing you how we should live as people and care about each other.
How about your mom? I know your mom passed recently. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, poor mom was right there when they both basically etched each other. They mirrored each other. No one pushed you to run the church. No one pushed you to do this, but they were supportive and behind you. And their being and their way of carrying themselves became the teaching tool. So my mom had bad dementia as she died, and it was great that she got out of here because nobody needs to suffer like that. But my mom then worked for me for 26 years at the office. So she and I were together for 26 years. She would call the patients. They loved it. All of them came out to a funeral because they loved to hear that Miss Z, you got an appointment there, baby. And then she'd start talking all her talk, I got time. I saw you at the grocery store. And so it became an endearing quality for everybody. And so that's what it's all about. And she emulated the same thing my dad did.
I think people judge people, right?
Yes.
You got a problem, it's your own fault. You've been smoking cigarettes, you're overweight, it's because you're eating this food. But when they walk through your door, you see them as a complete human being.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You're right. He hit the nail on the head there, brother.
Yeah.
That hammer was right on spot.
So you're treating the soul.
Oh, deep in it.
Deep
in it. There's no other way to do it. I teach the soul. I teach how to get to the soul. I got students who are here today. Even with my treatment, we still work. The patients still come. I just run over to give me some chemo. I'll come on back. You see, look here. I'm talking to you. You call us. I get my board together. 6 o'clock. I just did the state of the city with the mayor on Monday. And so I mean, every day somebody's bombarded me with something. And I want to get on here because I think this message has got to be given to people. You hit it right on the head.
What is that message, Dr. Z?
That message is what you just stated. You take people as they are. I don't care what you walk through there. If you want to have a conversation, I may not be able to get you there. You either got to come back if it's full, or I'll sit down with you. I had a young man yesterday. He just talks. I'm like his daddy. And so it takes on something that's not doctor-patient. It's a life. My skill set is a doctor, but my heart set is humanity. See, that's two different things. So that's why I fight hard. Even when the pandemic took me out this beautiful office I had built and threw me out, I refused to work for the man. Because if I work for the corporate America, that's why American healthcare is broken. I can't do what I can for these people. I control the entry and the leaving. I control it. I don't have to ask somebody's permission. So that gives the power back to me. And that's why we've been so strong and good at what we've done for this community, because we have an open door. We're here with a heart, and there's no barriers to that open door. There's no barriers to the healthcare. And that's what a doctor is, a healer and a person that needs to do this and get into the souls of people.
We are so disconnected as a society. You have seen it over the years, right? That something has it's almost a cancer of its own, right?
Yeah.
That is forming giant tumors that we all carry with us that blocks us from seeing the humanity of the other individual. How do you yourself? Did you have to kind of learn not to have that judgment? And to fight through to have this soul and this heart that you have?
People ask me that a lot. I was born with a gift. I've never had to fight to undo what society had done to you. In fact, we get philosophical in here with my students, which I do PAs and NPs, and with patients. And I walk in the room many times, John, and I say this: you don't know who you are. You are a creation of society. If you weren't born in America, I put you in Japan, you'd be speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
I can shift who you are by just moving your culture. What happened to me, I never got on the train that went through the way of being bamboozled by culture. My parents, everybody, my grandparents, everybody knows there was something special in me, and I know it. I ain't normal. What I do is from a place that has not been tainted by the cultural drive, that thing that brainwashes you. So because I have that gift, and I have to stay here to continue to perpetuate it so people can unravel that. You don't even know who your mama is, folk. Unless you did a DNA, you don't know if that's your mother. The country of Chile, if you go back and look at it, stole kids for eons. And later on, 40 years later, you find that wasn't your mother. So your identification should not be to mother, father, society. You got to look deep in what we were born instilled you innately at birth. That is the gift that you can independently love no matter what the person brings to you. I can't do it anyway. It just comes out of me in such a natural fashion. It's not thought, it's not cultivated, it's not read, it's not performed. It is what it is. And it's given to all of us at birth. The key thing but different to me and most people, I believe. I believe the gift, and I give it.
You believe the gift.
That's right. I believe the gift that we're all given because each one of us been given it. You can't get crazy like here out here right now unless society has bent your brain. You can't kill people naturally. You have to be taught. You can't go and shoot and do all the things. You can't go carjacking. You can't go around even teaching a place that says ADD, or you can't do what RFK did the other day, talk about autistic people like they were a piece of crap. Mm-hmm. This is nonsense. There's something inherently wrong in your humanity. You have to listen to nature. Mother Nature is perfect. Man is flawed. Not one thing man has ever done has helped us. Not one thing he's ever done. Everything he touches, he turns to stuff. You know what I really want to say.
I appreciate that. Live radio, Dr. Z.
You got me?
So let's use the analogy of the culture train. Yes. Did the train stop for you a couple of times and you didn't get on it, or the train just kept going by and knew that you would not be on that train?
All I did was get on the train, and every time it moved, it got powerful and more powerful. This is why this message, and I've been studying it. Why did this video? I'm just a man.
Yes.
What I did every year for 40 years. I'm just a man.
Yeah.
But 15 to 20 million people have gone crazy over this video. And that's worldwide. I get calls from everywhere. Sometime at night, if phone rings, I got to pick up this man from California. Now, a couple of them got so used to, they call me back. I want to talk to you. They just want to talk. They just want to give their souls. It don't make a difference. White, black, rich, poor, everything. It is incredible what is done. I'm just amazed. So I know that America needs something to counteract the negativity we're moving along at this day and time with whatever the administrations or the Congress as a whole. Doesn't make a difference. We are not touching humanity. We're touching politics. We don't need politics. We need human beings. So forget the laws, forget this and that. It's time to change. It's time to take these moments that we have got ourselves in potholes that we don't do the right thing, especially healthcare. You see, in Luigi, they didn't go holler at Luigi. They said, man, we with you, brother. Even though you murdered a person, the person you murdered has murdered, be honest with you, 50 to 100,000 a year. And I don't want to be negative about his family. I'm not saying we go out and shoot folk, but I tell you, we have a major apathy here. And it's in the gut motion of people. And what that video did, and I've talked to so many people about it, is brings out, they say, you are believable. You are real. You are not coming here with some phony emotion doing this. You better believe it. Look, like your show, I didn't get here and prepare, write nothing.
No.
You called me, I'll be there for you because I care about the message, whatever this message you said. I don't even look at, is it a conservative or liberal? I don't give a damn.
Right.
I just want to be here to touch base with folk because I change lives that way. And it's been an incredible movement for somebody to take a little $5,000 GoFundMe and there's up to almost, if you take all the stuff that people donate, almost to $300,000. That is incredible.
Yeah.
And that's not my money. That's our money. That's we. You see, we did it. So the people heard you. Very rarely in life do you know if you're giving stuff to folk, do they really hear you? They say, oh, Dr. Z got me and saw me out the door. No, guess what? These folk know I gave them free health care. They said, you took care of me for 5 years. I didn't have a dime. I said, oh, boy, they get it. They're getting it. It's time to make a move nationally. We cannot let this fever, we cannot let this moment of illustrating where we are right now go away. This is a one time. That's why.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Right in the middle. Well, apparently we can let it go away. Dr. Z, here it is. 20 million people have watched this. They're reaching out from all around the world. You are obviously not surprised by the reaction because you know, as a person with a soul and a heart and then also a medical degree, that we are dying for this.
Oh, yes. Yes, but but be honest with you, I never thought it would go this far.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that I can sit here right now, man. It's like a fan mail, slowing down a little bit, but somebody would send me a card, and they weren't just texting; they write messages from their soul.
Yes.
From like back in the day of a letter. These people. Oh, the first night
Yeah.
John, listen, the first night when I did the thing, within 30 minutes, somebody called the emergency line. And I said, what the heck? From Indiana? What they want me from Indiana? And I just picked up the phone. Hey, what's up there? And I talk, oh, it's you. It's really you. You're my angel. You're going to save the world. I mean, this is what the man started saying. He's crying. Just me and my wife, we just sitting here. We going to come see you. We can give you every dime. We poor, but we'll give you everything because we believe in you. You the world's angel. You're going to save us. And it going on and on and on and on.
But Dr. Z, real quick before we say goodbye to you, everybody can be this person.
Yes.
We can all be Dr. Z.
Yes. You got to believe. You got to believe. Believe, people. Believe in your souls. Believe in yourself. Like I said, I ain't a real religious man. I'm spiritual. But I say, believe in the God in you.
There you go.
Believe in the God in you. Wherever that is. Whether you're Muslim, whether you're Jew, whether you're Christian. I don't care. You got to show me your goodness before you go tell me about your Sunday go to meeting. Because you got Sunday go to meeting 7 days a week, but you got it on one day. You missing 6 other days,
That's
people.
right. There you go.
Daggone straight. Get into your body. Get the God in you and learn to let it come out. And you cannot do any hateful things to people.
There you go.
Can't do it.
There you
can't
go.
do it.
Amen, Dr. Z.
That's right.
We got to go, but I wanted to talk about running the Marine Corps Marathon. I ran that same race a couple of times as well. Hey, from my mouth to God's ears, may you live many, 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 many more years to keep people's souls as healthy as can be. Okay, Dr. Z?
You got it, my brother.
All right, my brother.
If you need me for anything else, I'm
I
here
know.
for
We'll
you.
call you. We got your number.
You just call me, baby. I'll get on there anytime you want.
Thanks, Dr. Z. Bye-bye.